This is a message. Thank you again for joining us in the Healing the Divide. Produced by Methodology Books. We never bring you news and politics for the sake of the discussion. Our responsibility is the bigger picture. So I ask you, this is a message. It's going to be our first message to, in this particular case, the men of M.A.G.A. We want messages to everyone, but this specifically to the men of M.A.G.A. Please try to look at this message not from the angle of who the person is I'm referring to, but how it affects you, how you take it personally. J.D. Vance wants to push against this idea of no-fault divorce. But when couples just can't make it anymore, they can get divorced by agreement, that they unreconcilable differences or whatever. And J.D. Vance thinks that that's making marriages disposable. If a woman is being beaten by her husband, it's just an inconvenience. So on the other side, what happens if you have this situation and you're married to a woman and she's cheating on you? She has as many partners as she wants because you can't just throw the marriage away. What is your position on that? That she can have as many affairs as she wants and you can't divorce her because you don't want to treat marriage like disposable. So of course for men they'll make an exception, right? If somebody cheats, then maybe that might be the grounds. But let's do this. How would you feel if the law said that you can't divorce her even if she cheated? And then how would you feel on top of that if you overheard her telling her friends, I can have as many affairs as I want. He can come home, find 5, 10 different men in the bed with me, whatever the case may be, and he can't divorce me. Now take that another step and say, let's say the law doesn't give that kind of permission. Let's just say that under the cases of people cheating on each other, then those are grounds, adultery, those are grounds for divorce according to the laws that, let's say, J.D. Vance wants to push. But let's say you overheard her telling her friends that she can have as many affairs as she wants, and you can actually catch her in each one of those and you won't divorce her. Not it being a case of the law saying you can't divorce her, but she's saying about you that no matter how many affairs she has, you'll never divorce her. We're talking about affairs of adultery and you'll never divorce her. How would you feel, one, if you caught her in that situation, and two, if you heard her saying that she can do that and you would never divorce her? You would think about how that impacts you as a man, as a person, how it makes you feel, whatever the case may be. You would understand that she's not just saying the statement, but she's saying what she thinks of you as it relates to her, how far you'll go, how far you let her go as it relates to her, right? So the statement is being made against you. So now I ask you to draw back and answer this question. What do you think a man is saying when he tells the world he can commit any crime, he can shoot someone and kill someone, and you'll never stop supporting him? No matter what he does, you have no bounds, no rules, no principles of your own, no value that you hold above him. He stands above every value you have. You believe in the Bible, it says thou shalt not kill, but if he kills, you're okay with it. You'll abandon your religious values and everything else because you're so caught up in him. How different is that from a woman saying that no matter how you feel about adultery, you'll never leave her no matter how many affairs she has? So how do you justify within yourself as a human being and as a man that a person can say, I have a bunch of supporters who are Christian, I have a bunch of supporters who are whatever religion, and their principles, even if you're not even of a religion, but you have a principle that you don't think you should just unjustly kill people, but this man says no matter how many crimes he commits, how many women he rapes, how many people he shoots, you'll never stop supporting him. You have to begin to look at how things relate to you as a person, not just this person that you put up on a pedestal. Because when you stick to only the person that you put on a pedestal, then no matter what they do, you make an excuse in your head for it. But when you think about yourself as it relates to that person, he's just another person you can meet in the supermarket, another person you can meet on the street. who is telling you, I'm going to kill 5 people, would you just be okay because some man walked up to you and said they're going to kill 5 people? Or would you have a problem with it? Where are your values? So this man, because you've chosen him for something, no matter what he does, he can say it and say he'll do it, and no matter what he does, you'll support him. You feel absolutely like a man in that. You feel like an individual who has some rights, who has some dignity and self-respect. The question you have to ask are not about Trump. You have to ask questions about yourself. And I hope that helps someone. Thank you.